Welcome back to Rigo for another championship matchup. This is the U-13A championship of the President's Cup. It's the Ile-Perrot Riverains and the Huntingdon Huskies. We saw Ile-Perrot in their first round game get by the Mohawks in a shootout. The Titans then took Ile-Perrot out. The Ile-Perrot Riverains took out the Titans, who eliminated the Mohawks in that quarterfinal 2-1. 1-0, sorry. Ile-Perrot won 4-0 last week over the 3 seed in the league. And Huntingdon, the 4 seed, there's a shot over the top of Anthony Roy, the starting netminder for the Huskies. Huntingdon in white with red and black. Ile-Perrot blue with orange and white. Netminders Mateo Lord, Anthony Roy. Lord in net for the Riverains. And Edward Sabarin, 24, the other center. Ile-Perrot down to center as Sabarin is out. That's banked off the boards to Carl Vinet. Vinet crossing into Huntingdon territory. Vinet shoots. Good save by Roy. And the Huskies come back. 8:47 left to go in the opening period. Away comes Huntingdon. This is Liam Smythe cutting into Ile-Perrot territory. And that is shut down by Lord. And it'll come back in right on Anthony Roy, who makes the save. Jared Moore up the ice. He lost his balance. And away comes Ile-Perrot. And that one's knocked away. But comes free, and that's chipped wide of the Huntingdon goal. Huskies, of course, the defending league champions in this division. And away they come. Carter Lindsay into Ile-Perrot territory. He shakes. There's a shot that's blocked. And collectively, this core of Huntingdon teams has won 2 of the last 3 championships in their respective leagues, winning in Adam A. And there's a wrist shot glove save, and of course last year. 2020, the Mohawks won the regular season championship in Adam A when some of these guys were there. And obviously, we know what happened in 2020 and 2021. Huntingdon won the regular season. Huntingdon won the championship in Adam A. They just won their game that just happened. I believe they beat Valleyfield. Ile-Perrot brings it in. There's a wrist shot. Pad save by Anthony Roy. And Kellyanne Sunderham with a wrist shot that'll land right on. And Anthony Roy holds onto it with 7:32 left to go in the first period. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're appreciating the coverage. The end of season number 5, if you can believe it, for us. 5th season, 6th year we've been doing this. And the Riverains trying to keep the puck into Huntingdon territory. Phi trying to headman it. And he picks it up and bangs it out to center ice. Chipped back in by Ile-Perrot. And the Huskies get one off the boards. And the puck will get out of the zone. And Ile-Perrot forced to come back. Julien Ouellet up the ice. Huskies are trapped. And away comes Ile-Perrot. Ouellet. And Anthony Roy knocks that down with a glove. Desjardins comes back out. Back to the point it comes. There's a wrister knocked down in front of the Huntingdon net. And the Huskies look to settle things down. Liam Moore behind his own goal. Moore comes in. Made the move around Desjardins. To the point. McComb blocked the clearing attempt, or the shooting attempt, by Ile-Perrot. And there's a Riviere picking up a shot, blocked or saved by Roy. Penalty coming up, and it's against the Huskies. Delayed call on Huntingdon out in front. Desjardins couldn't get the shot off. Desjardins following it up, and the Huskies touch it. And our first penalty of the hockey game is coming up now to Huntingdon. Ile-Perrot's power play in that semifinal was 1 for 3 against the Joy Titans. Did not have a good first couple of games on the man advantage. They gave up that shorthanded goal in round 1 to the Mohawks. But obviously it's a brand new ball game here, and Ile-Perrot undefeated in the playoffs. Pass out in front, and I'll tell you what, Grayson Needham was open in his wheelhouse in a backdoor pass. Canellis not able to pick it up. Back behind the net it comes, Cedric feed. And Anthony Roy picks it up with a massive humanity as Carl Vinet gets taken down after the fact. .5:53 left to go in the first period. No score. Huntingdon Ile-Perrot. And the Riverains in control. To the point it goes. There's a wrist shot. And that hit, it looked like Avery McComb. Wraparound try. 2 saves by Roy. Ile-Perrot has 8 shots on net already, and Anthony Roy has answered them all. Back come the Riverains. A wrist shot. Tipped and wide. Big collision. Back behind the net. Vinet in pursuit. Vinet wraps it around, and that pass misses Grayson Needham. Shot back in by Ile-Perrot. Vinet going after the puck. Vinet first one on it. Vinet wraps it around. Needham back to the point it goes. A wrister. Anthony Roy. Boy, it's so loud on this side you couldn't even hear the whistle. What a strong surge for Ile-Perrot to start. They are out shooting Huntingdon 9-1. Back to the point it goes. Slid across. And the shot comes in. Blocker, shoulder saved by Roy. And a second try, Anthony Roy kicked that out as well. Off the boards. Driven to the point, and the Huskies clear it out of the zone. Charles Allard shoots it back into Huntingdon territory. Picked up and nearly turned over by Fury. And now the Huskies get it out. 30 seconds left to go in the Huntingdon penalty. And Fury can't get it out. And the Huskies finally do take over. Lewis Fye back in. Fye dancing. Had it taken off his stick, a pass in front. That's shoved away by Mateo Lord. 8 seconds to go in the penalty. Long pass. Knocked away by Kalyana Sundaram. Kalyana Sundaram not able to pick it up. And that's Trickett, not able to reel it in for Ile-Perrot. And Huntingdon comes back. Nice move and a shot, stick to side by the Riverains tender. Back comes Ile-Perrot. There's a wrist shot, that won't hit the net. Kalyana Sundaram behind the net, Huskies intercept. Played, Kalyana Sundaram back behind the goal, trying to hit Desjardins with the pass. Desjardins got stepped into by McComb. And Huntingdon breaks out. Erskine back for the Huskies. A wrist shot, and Mateo Lawrence got it. .3:22 left here in the first. Ile-Perrot 0, Huntingdon 0. And it is won by the Riverains. And back they come, 2-on-1, Ile-Perrot. Needham for Desjardins. That pass is blocked by Smythe. Played off the boards. Riverains hold it in. And it's poked back behind the Huntingdon goal. Centering feed. A twisting shot is not on. That was Phoenix Addison Dreger with the opportunity. And it's intercepted. Needham shoots, and that hits a shin and bounces into the Huntingdon corner. Needham picks it up. Needham behind the net. Needham can't pass it. Grayson Needham back to the point. Good feed. Here's a wrist shot. Tipped on net. Roy the save. Desjardins following it. Out in front. Needham. Oh, Anthony Roy. Ile-Perrot missing Edouard Sabaret, 24, and You know, he could definitely be a boost to this team, but they are out shooting the Huskies 11-2 right now, at least unofficially. Poirier not able to track it down, and the Huskies play it. Here goes Huntingdon, coming into Ile-Perrot territory, knocked away. Out in front, trickling free! Oh, that's blocked in front of Lord. I don't think it ever got through. Chipped off the boards, not out. Huskies hold it in, good pressure as McComb kept it back behind the goal. Centering feed blocked out in front, comes loose, no one there for Ile-Perrot, and the Huskies get a shot, but it doesn't hit the target. 1:50 left to go in the first period. No score. Justin Breton. Look out! Wraparound try stuffed out by Lord. Huskies wanted a call. Riverains come back. Into Huntingdon territory. A wrist shot over the top of Roy. Took a strange hop. Vinet. Back behind for Canellis. Canellis in front. Good feed. Needham. A backhander. No. Needham back on it. Needham. His pass. Pinballs. Back to the point. And here comes Huntingdon. 1 minute to go in the period. Away go the Huskies. No. And that centering feed hit the back of the net. And here comes Ile-Perrot. Let the Huntingdon Huskies intercept. 40 seconds left to go in the period. A centering feed up the boards, and away come the Huskies. Getting into Ile-Perrot territory. Wrap around, and it's sent wide on the deflection by the Huskies. That was Fye that had the shot. Lead pass, reeled in. Kellyanne Sundaram. And Anthony Roy makes the stop. Face-off won by Huntingdon. Shot off the boards. 5 seconds to go. Riverains with the steal. And that's it for period one. No score. No score at the end of the first period. We're back with period two. Riverains shooting right to left now as a long flutter ball comes in. It's loose. And Roy hangs on. Face-off to the left of the Huntingdon cage, no score. And Ile-Perrot wins it. Here's a wrist shot, not on. That was taken by 46, Thomas Desjardins. Canella's digging for it. Poirier, wrister. And that hit somebody in front, but it did not go on net. And there's a bounce pass in behind the defense. Was Fye, but he never touched it on the way through. Icing on the Huntingdon Huskies. Huntington's U-11A team just won gold. Meanwhile, the Chateauguay Chevalier, as we had for you earlier, beat the Chateauguay Marquis 3-1. So Jean-Christophe Poirier steps in to try and take the draw for Ile-Perrot. Huntingdon controls. And the Huskies play one up. Back comes Huntingdon into Ile-Perrot territory is Fye. Fye gets around. Fye got stopped and Poirier takes it. Jean-Christophe Poirier has a look for Ile-Perrot. Poirier plays it across. Good feed. And here comes Canellis on his offside. He shoots. Blocker save by Anthony Roy. 15 stops already for the Huntingdon goaltender. And the Huskies bank one off the boards, kept alive by Ile-Perrot. Shot back in around the horn by Charles Allard. Huskies start back. Away comes Huntingdon. And the Riverains control behind their own goal. 8:15 to go. Huskies with the steal. That's William Brennan. In pursuit of the puck. Brennan. Out in front. Shot. No. Brennan behind the net. Brennan in front. Big save by Lord. Back to the point it goes. A wrister. That hits someone in the back. And the Huskies trying to get the shot off. But Ile-Perrot intercepts. Leanna Sunderham has a look, is open, and Anthony Roy makes a save. Face off to the left of the Huskies zone, won by Huntingdon, and the Huskies poke it out. And away goes Huntingdon. Daou trying to poke it up ahead. And it's picked up by Ile-Perrot. And the Riverains look to come back. 7:25 left to go in the second period. And away come the Riverains. Poirier shoots it into Huskies territory. Huntingdon behind the net. That is Jared Moore. Up the boards. Brennan. And that pass is picked off. Chipped towards the net. Wide of the goal by Desjardins. Back out the other side. Justin Breton. And a wrist shot coming, that's blocked, and away goes Huntingdon. One Riverains back. Got a whistle. Offside. I didn't see the outside there, but anyway. I thought they were going to just keep letting it go. Ile-Perrot 0, Huntingdon 0. And the Huskies poke it into Ile-Perrot territory. Here's the wrister, Lord with the save, a rebound. Drifting in front of the high slot, and Ile-Perrot is away. Here come the Riverains, Needham. Offside, Ile-Perrot. Face-off coming up outside the Huntingdon blue line. No score. Ile-Perrot, Riverains, Huntingdon Huskies. And Ile-Perrot trying to jar it free. It does come to Needham, the center on this line. Ile-Perrot with two centers out there today. Jean-Christophe Fourier and Grayson Needham. Edouard Sabarin is out. And that is a huge loss for the Riverains. As Huntingdon shoots it off the board. As the Riverains come back, Breton leading it over for Wallet. Wallet off the boards. Pass intercepted by the Huskies. A wrist shot hit someone in the shin, and Ile-Perrot's away. Needham accelerates in. Needham fires, and Anthony Roy. Tell you what, the Huntingdon goaltender has been a Rubik's Cube. And the Riverains have not been able to figure him out. 18 shots on goal for Ile-Perrot, and not a single one has beaten Anthony Roy up to this point. Riverains hold it in. Erskine behind his own net. Trying to come out, and he lost the puck as Corellis knocked it away. And Huntingdon feeds it around the horn. Chipped, and that'll get by the defenseman and out into Ile-Perrot territory. Icing Huskies. Face-off coming into Huntingdon territory. J.C. Poirier on the draw for Ile-Perrot. Poirier trying to get it, and the Huskies ended up getting the edge on that draw. Riverains have to shoot it back in and tag up as Charles Allard did the honors there for Ile-Perrot. 5. Nearly turned over. In fact, it is. Kellyanne Sunderham can't get the shot off. Poked by, and look out, a 2-on-1 developing for Huntingdon. Hutain, the lone man back. Good move. A wrist shot. What a blocker. Saved by Lord. Kellyanne Sunderham sends it up ahead. Anthony Roy with the save as he turned away Trickett. And it gets by the Ile-Perrot defender. Taken back by the Riverains. Breton back for Ile-Perrot. Breton outside. Comes in. Anthony Roy. Another stop. Back up. A shot. No. Did not get through. And Ile-Perrot's offside. They got to tag up. Tannehill. 4:08 left to go in the second period. And the Huskies jar it up to the blue line. Breton back up. Needham. Grayson Needham. Gets a wrist shot away. That won't hit the net. And Anthony Roy decides to take a pause for the cause. Face off won by Ile-Perrot. Here's a wrister. Oh, that stung a Husky. That's gotta hurt. William Brennan, I think, took that. Oh, no, that was Louis Fye, sorry, 58. And the Riverains shoot it back in, delayed offside. So they gotta tag up. Now Needham goes pursue. Number 19, Jaden Fury. Intercepted by Ile-Perrot. Fury can't get rid of it. And Smythe poked it back to the point. Riverains hold his own. Here's a wrist shot. Not on the net. One of the Riverains were dumped in front of the Huntington's net. They stay play on. Tannehill lost his balance. Ile-Perrot back. Trickett. Boutte, sorry. And that feed does not connect. Thrown out in front. Off the boards, and the Huskies will not get it out. Played over, and Binet is not on it. Clearing attempt hit a shin. Poirier got it up. Binet comes back. Carl Binet taken down. No call coming up. Sent around the horn. Huntington's on it. Brennan. And it's taken over nearly by Ile-Perrot, but now the Huskies gather and they shoot it back into Ile-Perrot territory. Breton. So it's Wallet. That's Breton coming into your picture right there. Passed up. And away come the Riverains. Centering feed broken up by Daou. And back comes Huntingdon across center into Ile-Perrot territory. Puck goes into the corner. Breton back around the horn. Kellyanne Sunderham gets by. And offside called against the Ile-Perrot Riverains. .50 left to go in the second period. Still no score. Anthony Roy and Mateo Lord have been Rubik's Cubes in nets. Here's a shot and another stop by Roy. Anthony Roy, 20 saves already for Huntington. Face off to Roy's left. Controlled by Ile-Perrot. A wrist shot. Karam's back up the center ice. Hutain. And Ile-Perrot controls. Wrister. Anthony Roy makes another save. Riverains hold it in at the point. That was Allard. Played but given up. sitting, they come back the other way, across center ice. Final minute of play of the second period. Still no score between Ile-Perrot and Huntingdon. Huskies in possession behind the net. And the puck is stuck behind that net, and that'll lead to a face-off coming up outside the Ile-Perrot blue line. Face-off coming up outside the Ile-Perrot blue line. Jean-Christophe Poirier not able to get it. 40 seconds left in the second period. And that's one thing that Huntington's are doing really well. They've been winning some crucial face-offs thus far. Sent around the horn. Drager chips it by the Huntington defenseman Moore, and now shot back in the Ile-Perrot territory. Breton has a look behind his own net. Breton trying to play it for Drager. Drager can't catch up. Drager battling for it. Good battle along that wall. Drager and Moore, and it's picked out. 5 seconds left. And that wrist shot won't threaten Roy. Shot off the sideboards, and that's it. 2 periods of play in the books. Still no score here in Rigo. We're back with period number 3. Still no score. Ile-Perrot, Riverains, Huntington Huskies here in this U-13A championship game. Poked out. And away comes Ile-Perrot. Vinet made one move and lost the puck, trying to work his way in. Clearing attempt, Huskies blocked it. Vinet. And the Huskies come back. Brennan into Ile-Perrot territory. Good poke. Vinet. Carl Vinet trying to hit his man at center and trick it, not able to control it. Vinet knocks it down. Vinet. And nearly dug out by Corellis. Huntington comes back into Ile-Perrot territory. Here's a wrist shot, blocked. And Huntington back on it. A backhanded feed hits a leg. And Ile-Perrot can't clear it. Huntington with the steal. There's a wrist there. What a stop by Lord. Still no score. We've played 21 minutes already here. 8:40 left to go in the third period. No score. Played up. And back comes Ile-Perrot into Huntington territory. Eliana Sundaram shot, and that is blocked by Anthony Roy. Shots on goal 22-13, Ile-Perrot. Unofficially. Eliana Sundaram. And the Riverains pick it up. Oh! That will be a penalty. That is a penalty to Trickett, and Huntington will have their first power play of the game. Face off to the right of Lord, and it's taken by the Riverains. And the Riverains shoot it out of the zone. Stolen puck. And Huntington now controls. Away come the Huskies. Intercepted by Ile-Perrot. Drager comes back for Ile-Perrot. Drager, a wrist shot, that won't hit the net. Roy keeps it behind the goal. And Daoud starts off for Huntington. Played up the center ice. And away come the Huskies. Ile-Perrot giving up. Wister, what a save by Lord. Kept alive by Huntingdon. Good pinch by Tannehill, or McComb, sorry. Comes out in front. Huskies keep it alive. Poirier blocked the centering attempt. 45 seconds left to go in the Ile-Perrot penalty. Huntingdon controls. Out in front! Score! Given Huntingdon a 1-0 lead. Timeout. Ile-Perrot. Brandon Reddy has gotten Huntingdon on the board. 1-0 Huskies with 6:40 left to go. I believe Huntingdon just took a timeout. I said it was Ile-Perrot. I believe it was actually Huntingdon that took that timeout. Huskies with a 1-0 lead. And Ile-Perrot onside, trying to work it in. Vinet tied up along the wall. This is the first time Ile-Perrot has traded up in the entire playoffs. And here come the Riverains. Right on with a lot of speed. Backhander save, Roy, rebound! Oh, what a save by Roy! He got the rebound as well. Wow. Oh. 5:45 to go. 1-0 Huskies leading. Passed up the center. And away goes Ile-Perrot. Richard Anthony Roy again. "25 shots on goal for Ile-Perrot. Not one of them have gone in on Anthony Roy. Poirier's got it. Poirier! Anthony Roy says no again. Wow. Really not much more you can say other than wow at this point. Riverains pick it back up. Centering feed, Roy broke it up. Back out the other side. Kalianis under him. Threw it out in front, knocked away by the Huskies. And that was a power play goal for Huntingdon. Or no, the penalty had expired. Riverains shoot it in. Played off the wall. Got by Poirier and now out of the zone. They battle for it. Cole, Aiken, and that shot goes hard off the wall, and Ile-Perrot shoots it back in. Babbitt to pursue. 4:50 to go here in the third. 1-0 Huntingdon on top of Ile-Perrot. And the Huskies shoot it in to Riverains territory. Back up. And Ile-Perrot gathers it into Huskies territory. Pass out in front was blocked as Desjardins tried to get it to the front of the goal. Tipped off the boards, and it's sent across. And away come the Huskies. 5. Threw it out in front, and that misses the intended target. Back comes Ile-Perrot. Lead pass up the center. Desjardins working it into Huskies territory. He shoots, glove save Roy. No rebound. Jean-Christophe Poirier won it back to the point. comes Il-Perrot into Huntingdon territory. Nice move! Roy again! Shutting the door this time on Carl Kinney. 3:35 to go. Huskies 1, Riverains 0. Shot comes in, Lord the save. Around the horn, back to the point. Huntingdon can't hold it in. And that clearing attempt was knocked down. Huskies in control. And that shot will go off the side of the net. Il-Perrot picks it up, turned over nearly, and in fact the Huskies take over right now. And there's a good back check. And away comes Il-Perrot into Huntingdon territory. Wrister, no. Two minutes and 40 seconds left to go. And the Riverains pick it up. Needham coming in. Oh, offside, Il-Perrot. See what that says 0-0-0 we go. See, 2-2-9. It has to say 0-0-0. 2:29 remaining. Huntingdon 1, Il-Perrot 0 in this U-13A championship game. Huskies in the white, Riverains in the blue. Needham can't get by, Phi, and the Huskies bring it in. Shot, Lord the save. Off the boards, and back comes Il-Perrot. Good shot coming in here. It won't hit the target. Behind the net. Italiana Sunderham in pursuit. And now with 1:45 left to go, you have to wonder when Il-Perrot will take their netminder out. Picked up. Drager. Lord's gone to the bench. 1 minute, 29 seconds to go. Mateo Lord is on the bench. Extra attacker Il-Perrot, 6 on 5. 89 seconds separating the Huskies from a second consecutive championship today and a second consecutive championship in this division. Huskies win it. Off the boards. Intercepted. A wrist shot comes in. Tipped. Oh, my! Huntingdon wants a timeout, and they're going to get it. Timeout, Huntingdon. 1:21 left to go. 1:21 left to go. Can Il-Perrot tie it up? Face-up won by the Huskies. The clearing attempt was blocked. And now Binet going after the puck. Poirier, Binet, Roy again. Back to the point it comes. Boutin sends it in. Huskies intercept. Boutin got it back. Final minute of play. Needham can't get it through. And the Huskies will shoot it wide of the Il-Perrot net. Icing Huntingdon. 49.2 seconds left to go. Face off to the right of the Huntingdon net. Needham not able to get it. Huskies control off the boards, and that'll get out. Sent to an open wing. Il-Perrot tags up though. Nearly beat it. Corellis sent it back. Played over. And back on the Riverains into Huntingdon. Oh, no. 27 seconds left. Nearly turned over. Little pseudo interference thrown by Vinet. They're not going to call that now. Back comes Il-Perrot. Corellis. He had it knocked off his stick. Time is running out. Oh, it's offside on the far end. Time is starting to run short on Il-Perrot. 15.1 left in this championship. Riverains hoping to tie it. And the face-off will be coming up right here. Mateo Lord on the bench. Riverains win it. Vinet. It's intercepted by the Riverains. Need him. Vinet. Huskies chop it to the wall. Shot by Drager blocked. And the Huntingdon Huskies are going to win. That goal will count. And the Huntingdon Huskies, for the second consecutive year, have won the President's Cup in the U-13 division. It's a really good hockey game. And no doubt who the game MVPs are for both games are Anthony Roy and Mateo Lord. And now the two teams will line up to shake hands. The Huntingdon Huskies win a thriller here in Rigaud by a count of 1-0. Il-Perrot had a lot of chances. They just could not break that Rubik's Cube known as Anthony Roy. Huskies have won the championship for a second consecutive year here in the U-13A division. Well, Il-Perrot still has the regionals to try and take care of, and they're going to be in the semifinals next weekend in Lachine. Looking like they're going to go at it with Pierrefonds. We're just waiting on verification over there. Huntingdon takes it by players of the game. We know who the Huntingdon game MVP is going to be. Anthony Roy. No doubt. Just a magnificent display of goaltending by the Huntingdon keepers. Il-Perrot got here with a 4-0 win over the 3-seeded Beaujoy Titans. And, you know, a lot of us thought, like, coming in, you knew this Huntingdon team had players with championship experience. And you knew that this Huntingdon team would be tough, especially the way they played